So we're at episode 56, and it's been a couple of months since my last video. A lot has happened. It's been very intense. So where we left off, I knew there was something wrong. I felt there was something else happening mental health wise because I couldn't stay clean, and I was doing everything and anything to stay clean. Everything everyone else was doing, and then some and more, and everything I could find, and I still couldn't stay clean, and I couldn't figure out why, and my sponsor couldn't figure out why, and I knew there was something else going on, and I was right. So turns out that my PTSD and my ADHD play a huge part in my recovery, and I didn't even know it. And when I say huge part, I mean like they are the stars of the show. They are teaming up against me and kicking my ass, and I don't even know it. So the ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, I've had since I was a child. It makes me feel everything very intensely, and makes me quick to react, quick to respond, don't think things through, very impulsive, and I've always been like that. I'm used to that part of me. And then the PTSD, the post-traumatic stress syndrome, I have from the trauma and the stuff I've been through, and the abuse and stuff. That makes me feel it even more intensely than I did prior to having it, to the point where it's overwhelming. I don't just feel a little bit of pain. I feel as much pain as a human being can feel all at once, as much as they can, and it doesn't go away, and I can't sit in that feeling. It's overpowering, and I have to, and it pushes me into my using cycle. This is what's been happening. It makes sense now that they explained it to me. I've seen 2 different psychiatrists. I wanted a second opinion to make sure I wasn't being taken advantage of, and they both said pretty much the same thing and different variations. And I can't believe that I haven't seen it, and that it blew my mind. I had a perception of my life and where it was, and I thought I had this certain amount of control over what was happening. And they basically just told me, no, I don't have control. I don't have control without medication to try and balance this out and bring it down to a normal person level where I could actually handle it and process it and go through it without having to use. I'm not going to be able to handle it, and I'm not going to be able to successfully stay clean. And I'm like, it blew my freaking mind, because it feel like they took my power away. The self strength that I thought I had and I brought to the table, they just took it away. That's what it felt like. Said, you're not gonna do anything without medication. Medication is gonna be the only way you're gonna be helped, and because you're powerless without this in your corner or whatever. And that just made me feel so weak. And I've been trying to accept my life now for what it is and where I'm at. And it's been really hard. It's been really freaking hard, because I thought I was over here and they're telling me I'm way back at the beginning, the starting line. And nothing I've really done has made a fucking difference. And that was hard to hear. So I mean, I look back now with these new eyes of what I know now, and looking at every scenario, I'm like, did I actually make it through that scenario on my own? Did I have the strength to push through that scenario, or was it life on life's terms that just worked out in my favor to get me through that? Because now I can start to think that that's what happened. I didn't push myself through that situation at all. Knowing what I know now changes everything. It also changes how I see myself, what I believe about myself. It was a huge fucking bubble pop, to tell you that. Huge bubble being popped. Reality changed all around me all of a sudden. And it just blows my mind that I didn't see it. I didn't take it into account. I'm not the first counselors to say that. My other counselor I talk to on a regular basis is, don't forget, your ADHD plays a crucial part in your recovery, and there's so many, you can change a lot about yourself, but there's certain aspects of you that aren't going to change. And I said, yeah, I know, I understand that, but I didn't really understand that apparently, because I never factor in my ADHD into my equations about my recovery. Never have. So that changed a lot. And my sponsor has been great. He's been through the same thing, so he understands, and it helps having a sponsor that understands. Because I was feeling pretty fucking shitty and stupid. I felt stupid for not figuring this out myself. But he's bipolar, and he couldn't stay sober until he got on medication, and then he was able to stay sober after that. And he said, it's okay, I understand, and told me about this. And I said, you know how much that helps that you get it? So I'm having a really rough time right now processing this. So it's been a little rough. Just lost another friend last night to drugs. So I guess I'm a little emotional about that. Everybody just keeps dying around me. It's hard. I'm trying really hard to just make it through this, and I really believed that I was going to. Since I went in recovery, I had times of where I didn't, where I kind of was losing hope, but lately, lost hope has been very strong in me. I just keep fucking things up. Last little bit, I relapsed before. I just found all this information out, so I'm literally just on day 6 of the second medication. The first one made me absolutely insane crazy. I didn't act that insane crazy when I was on drugs. They had to take me off of it. Turns out I'm not good with antidepressants, so we're not doing any more of those. But I'm only on, this is day 7 now of the next medication. I only did a couple weeks of that medication. And so far, no result, no side effects too. I am always that 1 percentile that has very weird reactions to medication, so I'm very hesitant to take medication. But if it's the only way I can stay clean, then I have no choice now, don't I? I've had a really hard time lately. I fucked up rehab. The new pills I was on actually made me relapse. The ones that made me crazy. They went the opposite way of what I wanted to do, but that also took away my clean time and made me ineligible to go to rehab. So that sucked. But then I'm fucking everything else up on my own. I have my schedule, and I always check that, double check it, triple check it when I book appointments, make sure, because of my dyslexia, that I am freaking making sure that I don't get the wrong day at the wrong time, because that happens sometimes. No matter how many times I check it, I still manage to get it wrong. Well, I've been doing that lately. I swear to God, I was sober when I booked these appointments, and then I go to them and they're all wrong. They're all wrong. Wrong day, wrong time, wrong this, wrong that. And you're fuck, what the hell's wrong? What is wrong with me? Why am I doing this? I fucking self-sabotaging, maybe? I don't know. I'm really fucking my life up, and I'm fucking my recovery up, and I can't get to a meeting, and then I try to get to town for a meeting, and something has happened. Every time I leave the house, something happens to stop me from getting there, to showing up, whatever, and it's pissing me off, and I don't know what's happening right now, but it's life is against me. Everything in life is literally against me, and it's keeping me from getting well, and it's making me a little crazy. I'm trying so hard, but no, it makes me just feel like giving up. The urge to give up is over fucking whelming because I don't want to do this anymore. I'm at the fucking beginning. At the beginning. I don't want to fucking do this anymore. I have no fucking choice. I'm just so exhausted from fighting. Fighting for my life all the time. And I'm just at the fucking beginning. It's just... I can't just picture doing this for the rest of my life. I guess I can't. But I can't picture using for the rest of my life either, and there's no really in between that, so I don't know what else to do. But me subconsciously fucking things up, I assume that's what's happening, is making my life so much more difficult. So much more difficult. Nothing is working out. Absolutely nothing is working out. I took a step back from choir. One of the only things that brings me joy. But I couldn't make it to every practice. I couldn't make it on Sundays. I was being unreliable, and it's not fair to the rest of the choir or my choir director because they're so great and they patient with me, but like I feel like I was being rude to them. Because I'm unreliable and I can show up when I can, and I don't want them thinking I only show up when I want to show up, and I just couldn't be reliable. So I thought it was best if I take a step back until I'm more stable. My sponsor thought it was a good idea. I only focus on my recovery right now. I really gotta, like, the more things I have in my life, the less energy and time I'm spending towards my recovery. And quite frankly, none of that stuff matters if I can't stay sober because I'm unreliable to do any of that stuff. So it makes sense that I just gotta have a few things going on and just focus on getting through each day sober and clean. And that's hard enough right now as it is because life just keeps throwing shit at me. Curveball after curveball after curveball. I can't even stand up anymore because the barrage of balls are just getting ridiculous, and it's never been like this. It's never been this bad. It's never been this hard to get back on track. It's never been this hard to keep a schedule. It's never been this hard to keep going. It's never been this hard to stand up after everything that's happened. Everything just seems to be at its worst right now. It's sucking the strength right out of me. I have barely any left. And I'm praying for help. And I feel like he's not hearing me. I'm not getting a response. I'm not feeling the love. Just more balls in the air. More balls in the air. I really just... I'm really just trying to stay true. I know that right now it's hard, extremely difficult for me to stay sober. So I focus on harm reduction. If I can't 100% know I can't stay sober, at least I'm going to keep myself as safe as possible when I do use. It's the best I can do right now. It's the only thing that's really in my control that I can really know that I can do for sure. Being safe. Because each day is a struggle, a hard fucking struggle, harder than it's ever been. And I'm hanging on by a thread. I really pray this medication starts to help soon because I don't know what to do. They said there's lots of medication. It's going to take time to find what works. it can take a lot of time to find what works, and I'm just scared to survive in the meantime. So I don't know, I just trying to think of some good things that's happened since in the last couple months, but honestly, yeah. Like, there's been moments of, obviously, with my friends and family, and moments I cherish, moments I love, but it's been really hard outside of that. I'm just trying to put my best foot forward and move forward. That's all I'm trying to do. And it's like trying to run in fucking quicksand right now. It's taking so much freaking out of me. Just getting out of bed at a decent time is so incredibly difficult. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed, or if I go to bed. I pray that the coming months are a little easier. I started a major project in the backyard, redoing the garden. It needed to be done, and the wood was rotting, and the baseboards and stuff of the old garden, and it's a lot of work, and I need something to focus on. I need something to help me stay clean, and I need something I need to feel useful. I feel so fucking insignificant in life, in my own life, in other people's lives. I feel like I'm just useless. I'm fucking useless. Just can't do anything right now. This gives me some sense of purpose and belonging, because otherwise I have nothing. So, luckily my friend was reluctantly willing to let me help him. So this will really help me. So anyway. I want anyone to know that's still watching these videos that I didn't think it was going to be this hard. Staying sober, I didn't think getting my life together, getting clean, and changing my life. I didn't think it was going to be this hard. You know, I have more than most people have that are in recovery, and a lot of people don't have a safe and stable home life. A lot of people don't have a very strong support system. Those make such a huge difference, major difference in your ability to recover and get to where you want to be. And I still think it's the fucking hardest thing I've ever done and ever will do in my life. It's harder than I ever imagined. And it's every single day, and it never ends. I underestimated what this was going to take to get through. Honestly, I don't know how anybody recovers based on what I've been experienced so far. It's so much. It demands so much of you, so much strength, so much perseverance, so much energy. I'm running out. It's not a game. It's life or death. And I honestly don't know if I'm going to make it. I really believed I was going to, but this last few hurdles has just been, I don't know, change of perspective, I guess. Everyone keeps dying around me, and apart from Jennifer, everyone died from drug-related things. It's Jennifer's birthday on Friday. It's not gonna be a good day for me. Try not to think about it, but I miss her so much. So, that's all I got for right now. Here's hoping that I make it till the next video. Fingers crossed. Good luck out there. Bye for now.